Good evening, you guys, and welcome to Transparent Tuesday. As you guys know, I am in school, so I'm going to be adjusting the times that I do Transparent Tuesday due to my class schedule and my children's practice schedule. Even though I am the host of Transparent Tuesday and the author of Marrying Outside of God's Will, and now the CEO of Crowning Queens, my first ministry is at home, and I'm still a wife and a mother. So I have to balance everything the right way so everything and everyone gets the proper attention that they need. I am excited. You guys have seen that Crowning Queens, my life coaching business, will launch December 1st. I am working on a few things right now to make sure that it's perfected. So the clients that I do have, that I serve them properly and I meet the needs that they do have. So make sure you guys check out the website. It's listed at the bottom. And stay tuned to my announcements and little things that I post on Facebook. And you guys will, know the information. You're able to reach out to me at any time. So I posted, what has procrastination cost you? And I have gotten a lot of wonderful feedback. Thank you to all of those that engage and answer my prompts. It gives me more insight, and I believe that these questions not only help me, but they help you guys as well. And sometimes it brings light to subjects and different things that we're going through or we're dealing with that we don't even realize. Last week, we talked about self-sabotage. That's a very big deal. This week, procrastination. As I've told you guys so many times, I will not talk about something that I have not experienced myself, have not been taught or learned. Procrastination, let me tell you. So like I told you guys, I'm in school right now, right? I'm finishing up my bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and the next step is law school. I am also being trained in other areas, so I am more well-rounded and trained to help those that God has assigned for me to help. My homework is due Sundays. I have discussion questions that are usually due on Wednesday and Thursday. For the most part, up until this semester that I just finished, that I got an A and a B plus in both classes, woo woo. I didn't procrastinate. But before that, I would wait until like Wednesday at 2 in the afternoon and start doing my discussion questions, or Saturday night, Sunday morning, and start doing my homework. And I did not fail those classes. I was getting C's, and I think I got a D plus in one and maybe a B minus. But the point is that I was not applying myself. So the fact that I was not applying myself, it made my grades and my GPA suffer. This past semester, I took biology and human communication. I stayed on top of my work. I was doing work daily studying, daily taking quizzes, daily doing homework. And like I said, I got an A and a B plus in those classes. I just started a new set of classes today, ethics and homeland security, which I plan on doing the exact same thing and staying on top of my studies, because I learned my lesson when I procrastinated. And not only that, so, God speaks to us and he tells us to move and to do things at a certain time, because everything has its timing and it has its season. So when God tells us to move, there's a reason that he wants us to move when he wants us to move. For example, my previous marriage, I wanted to leave before I left. And I'm not sure till this day why, but God had told me that it wasn't time yet. And I was like in a rush. Actually, I do know why. Let me get to the story. So I was in a rush, right? I'm like, I can't deal with this no more. This is too much. I was pregnant. And at the time, a sis of mine at the time, she told me, no, come to church with me. Because I told her, I'm like, I'm going to pack up my kids and I'm out of here. I'm going to Lake Havasu with my dad. She's like, no, just come to church with me. Just come to church with me. At the time that I wanted to leave, it was not the right timing, because as you guys know, I'm remarried right now and I'm married to my soulmate. So if I would have moved when God didn't give me instruction to move, Who knows if my husband would have been ready? Who knows if the situation would have been right? My divorce, I took my time on filing the papers. I left way before I did the paperwork. And God told me when I left the first time to do the paperwork. And I took my time and I drug my feet. So when it came down to me being disobedient, there was a last incident as to what was like the final straw for me. And after that, I filed the paperwork. And I still believe to this day, if I would not have procrastinated and I would have filed that paperwork when God first instructed me to file it, that last incident that happened, that traumatizing experience for my children, because I was not there when it happened, they wouldn't have went through that. But because of my disobedience and me not moving when I should, my children had to suffer. So when we procrastinate, it's not only us, but those around us as well. Just 1 second. Hello? No, I'm doing Transparent Tuesday, and then I was going to go grab him. It's 7:50. Okay, I'm finna go get him. Okay, I'll check it. Okay. You're welcome, King. All right. Bye. I do apologize. Again, like I said, my first ministry is my home. And even though I try to make everything perfect for you guys, you still have to see that I am a human being and I still have other responsibilities. But back to what I was saying, not only does procrastination stop us, like it can stop our business. It, like I told you, it affected my grades. It affected my children because I was not obedient and I didn't move when I was supposed to. But there's blessings. Usually when God tells us to do something, he has something for us. A lot of the times he's telling us to leave a situation or to walk out on that water, on that faith, and he's going to bless us. But because we don't listen and we procrastinate, we miss that blessing, or that blessing is stopped, or it's put at a halt. Or there's consequences, like other people are affected, and that is not okay. It is not okay if we procrastinate and someone else misses a blessing, or someone else is affected because of our disobedience. Procrastination has cost people a lot: their life, money, a shelter, a job, their children, blessing other people, blessings that were meant for them. When God tells you to move, or when you know that you have something to do, it's all about order and excellence. Whether it's a work assignment, you're working one-on-one with a client, if you have school, make sure you meet your deadlines ahead of time, because life happens. And you know, God says don't worry about tomorrow, but I believe that we shouldn't be adding extra on tomorrow either. If you can, get that thing done ahead of time. If you're able to, start on it. Spend 15, 20 minutes a day. That way, when the deadline is approaching, you don't have so much to do at one time. Procrastination is another way of self-sabotage. It's another way that you're stopping yourself, you're stopping your blessing, or you're stopping somebody else's blessing. There's no excuse for it. Anything that we set out to do, whether it's a new entrepreneurship, whether it's a new relationship, starting school, whatever it is, God already fully prepared us before we made this move. So that means he knows that we have the tools and everything that we need to get it done. And there's no reason that we should be procrastinating. I am so guilty of this, and I am getting better. But I see what happens and what it costs me when I procrastinate. And it just doesn't affect me. It affects those that are connected to me. And that is not okay. We have a responsibility as being children of God. The gifts and the talents and the purpose that he's given us is all for the kingdom. So if we're cutting it short and we're not doing what we're supposed to do because we're self-sabotaging and we're procrastinating, we're being selfish, and that is not okay, because it's not about us. It's all about God. It's all about the assignment that he has given us, and for us to do the things that he needs us to do. No more procrastinating, no more self-sabotage. It's going to take time, but the more you try, the more that it becomes a routine, and it's not harder. It gets easier and easier and easier every single time you try to do it. Remember, if you can't do something unto you, do it unto God. If you're not able to stay on schedule, get that assignment done, get that workload done, deal with that client, just remember, you are where you are because of God, the doors that God opened to you, and you do not want to fail him. So stop procrastinating. This goes to Francis, and this goes to anybody that's watching. Procrastination is a sign of self-sabotage, and it's time to end it. It's time for it to stop. It's not okay. You are better than that. You're a king. You're a queen of God's kingdom. You're the daughter of the Most High. You're the son of the Most High. So everything is at your fingertips. All the resources. He gave us authority, and it's time to start stepping into it. Procrastination has to go. Self-sabotage has to go. Get at your post. Don't get distracted. Get those things done. Don't be procrastinating because it affects you, those around you, and those who are assigned to you. And I don't know about you, but I don't want my father telling me that I missed the mark because I procrastinated, or I missed the mark because I self-sabotage. It's time to stop being selfish and stop thinking about ourselves and think about the kingdom. We all know that the time is winding up right now. So if we're going to end it right, we need to end it the right way, not half the mark. Because half the mark is not going to get us into heaven. It's going to get us into hell. Don't procrastinate. Don't self-sabotage. Speak life into yourself. Speak life into that project. Whatever you have, you're fully equipped, because if you weren't, God would have blocked it. And we all know God blocks what we're not supposed to have. So if you weren't meant to be where you're at in that position or that title that you have, you wouldn't. I got to let you guys go. I have to go get my son from football practice. Please don't procrastinate. Stop self-sabotaging. Believe in yourself. You're worthy. You're equipped. You're loved. You're important. And this is your time to rise up. No more being in the background. No more dragging your feet. It's time to be about our Father's business. Love you guys. Have a wonderful week. Blessings to everyone. I pray everything you guys touch prospers. And I will see you next week, Transparent Tuesday. Goodbye.